Hello all you people out there in TV land. My name is CB Studios, also known as Kurt, and it's our first video in the new studio room with all of my weird, crappy, cheap LEDs and a bunch of masks and a bunch of interesting stuff in the background. So I figured that a really cool way to start in this location, in this room, was going to be in something that I'm really proud of building, and that is my Jason X bust from Jason X. So, a little bit of backstory on this guy. Over lockdown, just after lockdown I think in 2020, I realized that I really wanted a Jason X hockey mask in my collection. And everything was really slow coming from the States. Like, you couldn't get it. You couldn't get anything. Especially to Australia, where I am from, and live, and buy and send all of my shit to. I decided that with finding some photos of the prop store stunt hockey mask that was sold, I might try my hand at sculpting one. And I did, and this is what I sculpted. Now, I sculpted this in plasticine. It was a fairly quick sculpt, about 6 hours in total. Using some measurements, it still ended up a little bit small. But I sculpted it in plasticine and did a silicone mold, and then cast a resin hockey mask cast out of that mold. And it's got a whole lot of beautiful detail and scarring. Everything matches up as it should, as the screen-used mask has. And it's got that really nice angular face that the Jason X mask has. This nice little, the point of the nose, very small features, really cool. And I figured, well, I've sculpted this hockey mask, I should probably sculpt an undermask for it too. And so I did, and I will eventually finish a full Jason Voorhees Jason X cosplay. But one of the things I figured was, I've always wanted to do a life-size bust of some things. Let's do a life-size bust of Jason. Now, this is a foam-filled latex head, and it is the undermask that I sculpted. There's no face under here. So there's no face under here, because you have the hockey mask on. It's got the blacked out eyes and everything like that. And I tested it out by punching some hair into the sides and into the top to give him that sparse, sort of gross hair. Did a bunch of airbrushing, foam filled him up, and attached him to a base. It says Jason X. Gave him his little neck collar, and permanently epoxied the hockey mask on. Once it was all painted up, this thing looks absolutely spectacular, and I'll throw in a bunch of work in progress photos so you can see how it goes together. It was a really interesting way to test some skills and test some ideas that I'd had, and see whether I could pull off something that looked legitimate and looked really nice and creepy. And it does. It looks really nice and creepy. He's got an excellent Jason X look to him. Really gross looking, especially up close with the little punched in hairs, and around the straps is all bloodied and it's sort of sunken into the head. Really, stop nodding your head, dude. Really nice, really fun. And a great addition to my Friday the 13th collection, as I've got a couple of really nice higher end hockey masks. There's a Versus one right there, yeah, with my Freddy glove. And I figured that while I'm going to have a wearable version, I should also have a solid version. And that's the story behind this guy. That's about it for me today, guys. Just a nice quick one. I really wanted to start off something light and easy to work with in this room and start getting some ideas of coloring and positioning and all that sort of shit. So if it's a little bit more interesting for you, please let me know. If the lighting is terrible, let me know. The more feedback I get on this, the better I'm going to get in this room, the more cool shit I can show you. If you have any questions about this guy, drop them down in the comments below. If you really like Jason X, like I do, absolutely let me know down in the comments. Tell me your favorite Friday the 13th film in the comments down below. Until next time, guys, watch out for this guy when you're in a spaceship.